welcome to Obscure Depths MLB Preview, the Los Angeles Angels. I am picking the Angels to finish first in the AL West. You know why? Mike Trout. Is there a better player in the game right now? There might not be. The two other people that he could bring into that discussion are Josh Hamilton and Albert Pujols. Guess what? They're both on this team. This team is deep, all over the place. I think if you want to pick a slim spot, I think it's going to be experience in their bullpen, but they still have a pretty good bullpen. There's just a little bit of lack of experience there, but the rotation's amazing. You know, they have some holes like everybody does, but I think they have what it takes to win this division. I'm not going to put them in the World Series, but I think they win this division. Let's start at third base, Alberto Callaspo. This guy, why am I starting here? He's slated to start at third base. Will they give Trumbo another shot? Maybe. I don't know. But, you know, Callaspo is what those analysts call a professional hitter. This guy's been around the league. He's had some success. He's not going to hit you 20 home runs, but he's going to go out there. He's going to quietly get the job done. Great defensive player as well. Eric Ibar, another great defensive player. Nice 290 batting average from a shortstop. That's pretty nice, and he stole 20 bags. I look for him to do a lot of the same things this year. Howie Kendrick, another great bat. Power numbers were a little down for Howie last year, but I think you know, he's going to hover around 10 to 15 home runs. So I think he only hit 8 last year, but I think his numbers will be up there. But his batting average is 287. Again, very good for a second baseman. And just a nice guy that gets the job done. Obviously, Mr. Pujols at first base. Sir Albert is what he is. He's a 30 home run guy. He's probably going to join the 500 home run club this year if he hits 25. 100 RBIs, 285 batting average last year. Just a quality hitter. Obviously, with the discussion of Mike Trout and Josh Hamilton as the best players in the game. And all three of those guys are in this lineup. Josh Hamilton in right field. Hamilton 43 home runs last year. Just a big, powerful kid. Now, it is important to remember that Hamilton hasn't had very successful back-to-back seasons in the majors. So I would, you know, I'm not saying he's going to have a bad year this year, but maybe 43 home runs is a stretch. Peter Borges is probably going to start in center field every day. You know, it's going to be between him and Trout. Maybe they're going to be lead patrolling left and center. I like Borges in center. I think he's got a little more range than Trout. I mean, these guys are both great fielders. I think Borges, if he gets the chance to play every day, could bring bring good stats to this team. He can steal a bag. He's got a little bit of power. Didn't do a whole lot in limited time last year, but I like him, and I think they really need to let this kid fly in the lineup every day. Trout in left or center. Also got Vernon Wells, Mark Trumbo. You know Trumbo's going to play a little outfield, little first base. Wells is kind of an aging veteran. You know, nice bat to have coming off the bat. Trout, probably one of the most amazing rookie seasons ever. Yeah, just amazing rookie seasons ever. The only rookie season that I can think that was maybe on par with Grover Cleveland Alexander in 1911. 28 wins as a pitcher. How about that? How about that crazy stat for you? Anyway, Trumbo is probably going to be the everyday DH now that Kendrys Morales is gone. Trumbo, 30 home run pop. Batting average is slowly getting better. He's probably never going to hit 300 in his career, but you know, he hit 268 last year. If he gets 280, 290, you got to be very, very happy with that. But this guy's going to hit the ball out of the ballpark. He's one of those guys that when he gets rolling, he is a hard out. Chris Iannetta behind the plate. I like Iannetta. I know a lot of people are down on him. I think he's had some injury problems, but he's slowly getting better. And he is a powerful catcher. He's got some power in his bat. So I think if he's healthy and gets the chance to play, you know, 120 games, whatever it is behind the plate, I think you're going to see some good things from this kid, especially in this lineup. You know, he's going to see some pitches. Let's go to the rotation. Jared Weaver, the #1 guy. This is one of my favorite pitchers in all of baseball to watch. People say I kind of look like Weaver. What do you think? Great strikeout pitcher. 20 wins last year. His strikeout numbers are a little bit down, but this guy is going to duplicate that. I look for him to win 18, 20 games again and just have another nice ERA under 3 type of year. Just a great pitcher. And I love watching this guy throw. He's got that really deceptive delivery. It's just a thing of beauty. C.J. Wilson, 13 wins last year. Pretty close to a strikeout an inning type of pitcher still, which is pretty nice. This is a strong kid. If he could stay healthy, he could win 15 games. Tommy Hanson had his struggles last year, kind of a high ERA. He's kind of replacing Danny here and in this rotation. I like Tommy Hanson. Coincidentally, this is a guy that I do not like throwing. He makes this weird convulsion when he releases the ball to the plate, and I just cannot stand to watch this guy pitch. That being said, I think he's a very good pitcher, and you can slate him for 12 to 15 wins on such a very good first-place team. Moving on, Jason Vargas. They got Jason Vargas for Kendrys Morales. I thought that was probably one of the worst trades of the offseason. A great trade for the Angels, though. I cannot believe Seattle would trade such a great pitcher like this. He was obviously their number 2 behind King Felix. They needed some offense. They got Kendrys Morales, who's had really one good, solid year, and then he's been kind of rattled by injuries. I don't know what he's going to do for them going forward. But great trade for the Angels. This Jason Vargas kid, I think he has 20-win potential. This is a very good team that he's on, and I think you're going to see him flourish with a very good team behind him. Joe Blanton, a nice veteran arm. Blanton is still a quality pitcher. I think there's not a GM out there that wouldn't want this guy in their rotation if they needed somebody. Got Jerome Williams and Garrett Richards. A couple guys also that you probably see get some starts this year. Let's move to the bullpen. Ryan Madson is somewhat slated as a closer. I think Ernesto Fiari is probably going to start the year as closer. Madsen's probably not going to be healthy, ready for start of spring training. Ernesto Fiari is just a dynamite kid. Just has really electric stuff, and he's certainly somebody that opposing teams are not going to want to see take the mound, especially if he's going to be their closer. I think he'll start the year as their closer, and it might be really hard to knock this guy off of that spot. Sean Burnett, a nice quality arm. Kevin Jepson, a nice quality veteran arm. Scott Downs, another veteran arm. You know, these guys are good players. They have not necessarily always been healthy. Downs, you know, hasn't really been healthy for the last couple of years. But if he is healthy, you know, he'd be a nice leader in this bullpen. But again, I'm picking this team to finish first in the AL West. I think they're going to win the division. I'm not quite sure if they could take that next step in terms of the playoffs and go to the World Series. But this is not going to be a fun team to play against. I know the new members of this division, Houston Astros, can't be looking forward to facing the likes of Weaver, Wilson, Hanson, Vargas. That's going to be pretty hard to force them to tangle with. And I really like the bats. Obviously, Trout, Hamilton, Trumbo, Pujols. That's a pretty mean middle for your lineup. Kendrick, Ibar, and Borges as well. You know, that's a really nice lineup. This has been Obscure Depths MLB preview. The Los Angeles Angels. I want to send a shout out to my #1 fan, Braves 1025. You are an inspiration to me and to many others. Have a great day.